Hey everyone, my name is Dreadme, and as you can see, I'm playing the Call of Duty PS5 beta. I also wanted to have a couple disclaimers here. So this video is gonna seem like it's very all over the place, and that's because it is. I was constantly just rambling off of what my thoughts were in general throughout the gameplay. I'm not really that good at playing the game and talking at the same time. So that's why things will seem a little jittery and not necessarily as cohesive as they may be. Another thing is, for the recording that I have on here, I do have a bit of a filter put on the gameplay. So, like for instance, currently I have the filter on, but if I go and turn off both of these, you can see that really the main thing that I did was sharpen it up a little bit and then add a little bit of a color correction to help make the colors pop a little bit more. This is not what the game actually looks like, but honestly, I wish that it did, because I like the way that the colors look. You know, just up the saturation a little bit, Sledgehammer, just a tad, and everyone's gonna be happy. Some of you might be thinking about what are my general thoughts about the beta in the game itself. So first things first. Now, this isn't being a PC elitist or anything, you know? Do not play this game on PlayStation 4. I am sorry, but it is horrible graphically wise, and you're constantly stuttering FPS, especially if you aren't on the PS4 Pro. I think I was playing on a PS4 Slim, so if you're not on the PS4 Pro, I would not recommend playing this game on it. Now, don't get me wrong, I could still see things across the map, even on maps like Estate and all that, but just the pure graininess of it was not a good experience whatsoever. So now I'm just gonna, just for my own sanity, I'm gonna be adding on just MK23 reflector, no other attachments onto my BASP, just because I like having a cleaner sight picture. Mouse input is definitely interesting on PS5 and just consoles in general. That's a teammate. Oh, I just got absolutely destroyed. Well, no, it isn't that I got absolutely destroyed. I just missed every single shot there. I'm sorry for my aim utterly sucking, guys, but most of that I'm just gonna attest down to PS5. But anyways, my general thoughts on the beta. I'll go back to it. Like I said, don't play this on PS4 if you have anything worse than a PS4 Pro. Because this game is just not going to be good for you whatsoever. This game was definitely meant to be played on new-gen consoles and PC. Realistically, if you haven't taken the time and thought to buy yourself a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S or X, I highly recommend doing so for this game. Because this game was definitely meant for it. Time to kill in general for me, I actually really enjoy. You actually have to hit your shots. It isn't too quick, it isn't too slow. Generally speaking, I find it to be just right. You know, if you actually hit your shots, which I am not doing right there. Another thing is, it's kind of hard to differentiate between teammates and enemies. Like, somebody there was getting executed. I don't know if it was a teammate or an enemy. Looks like it was an enemy, so we're good there. But I literally couldn't have told you which was which until I looked at the kill feed. you know? The damage profiles for hitting leg shots compared to body shots and arm shots seems pretty good. Like, you know when your shots could have been better to get you the kill. Obviously, there's other guns, you know, that definitely end up killing quicker than others, but, I mean, that's to be expected. It's just a weird mouse acceleration, where I can make small movements, but then when I make the big movements, they're all over the place. And honestly, what I found to fix that is just don't use a glass pad on console. I don't know. It's just weird. I love that for the majority of the weapons, there's not much visual recoil, so mouse and keyboard players rejoice on that. The sound design could definitely be a whole lot better, though. At times, I'm not hearing footsteps when I feel like I should be, and I'm hearing teammates' footsteps a whole lot more than enemy footsteps, I would say. I do like the way that the new perks are handed out, you know, reflecting exactly, you know, with what you're doing here. I might toss on quick grip gloves again instead of the commando. See on how that ends up playing. But yeah. Ooh, lots of PS4 mouse and keyboard players in this lobby. That's cool. So this game really does reward players with better aim. That would have been nice if it had gotten both kills. There we go, I picked it up. At times it feels like it's possible hit reg is a miss. Other times, though, it just feels fine. More often than not, though, it's just your aim being absolutely dog shit. Like right there. I'm loving the new slide speeds and just in general slide movement and everything. Love on how console players actually seem to be absolutely oblivious. It's honestly great. But I love having the feeling that I can actually move around how I would want to. I mean, it just feels so freeing compared to Modern Warfare 2. Being able to move around how I want, when I want. I do wish that there were stims, and there probably will end up being in the final game. Because I do feel like the time for health to start to regen is a little slow. But that's just me. Teammate, excellent grenade throw, by the way. And of course I get shot from behind. That's another thing I do dislike. The spawns in this game aren't necessarily the best. At times they're definitely spawning enemies right behind me. And I mean, it's just not the best feeling, because you spawn in and then instantly you're getting shot in the back, you know? I'm definitely going to be playing more of the beta come next week, though next week I will actually be on PC. And I should be able to use my glass pad, and, well, it's just going to be in general fun. Before the beta, I hadn't actually pre-ordered the game. I was able to get my PC code via the World Series of Warzone, and then I also ended up... Well, I pre-ordered the game on Amazon to get the code through there for PlayStation. And honestly, I'm glad I did, because playing the beta, you know, I was on the fence on whether or not COD this year should actually be good or not. And I get that, you know, this game pretty much is a $70 DLC update for MW2. But honestly, if paying $70 gets me to actually play a game that I'm going to enjoy playing and have fun on, then I'd say that's money worth well spent.